Whoa, what's good? It's your boy FlemLo Raps, and this is Let Me Talk My Shit Volume 2. Today we're going to be discussing EA's NCAA football series. This video is going to be broken down into 4 separate parts. First part is the introduction, which we're doing right now. Second part is going to be me reminding you why NCAA was such an amazing series. Third part is going to be me giving you the 3 things that need to happen in order for us to get NCAA back. And the last part is going to be me explaining why we are eventually getting NCAA back. Alright? Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. This is a weekly series on this channel, so please go ahead and subscribe for that. This series goes up every single Monday. Check out last week, which was on why the next Call of Duty will be Modern Warfare 4. The gameplay for the day is going to be, of course, NCAA 14, the last NCAA football game that was made. We're actually playing the demo here. I'm thinking about going ahead and buying the game because I want to do a Dynasty series on this channel. If anybody would be interested in seeing that, man, hit me up in the comments and let me know, you know what I'm saying, if that's some shit that y'all would like to watch. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. Who out there used to fuck with that college football? The video game, son. Yeah. Man, I played this shit religiously. Throughout the whole time I was in college, I skipped class, skipped football practice, skipped the cafeteria. I even passed up on a couple chances to get some ass. Like, never first time chicks, but if it was a repeat, shit, I was on that NC. You know what I'm saying? As we all know, NCAA was canceled after the NCAA Football 14 edition after a lawsuit over players who were featured in the game not being paid for their likeness. Now, if you're a reasonable guy, you understand this completely, but it doesn't fill the empty hole in your heart where NCAA used to nest. This game was the shit. The gameplay was more simple than Madden, allowing for less bullshit. There was still bullshit in the game, and it definitely had its moments, but overall, the shit was pretty goddamn amazing. But I never even played it for the gameplay. I loved Dynasty mode. This game had, in my opinion, the best Dynasty / franchise / association mode of any game ever, and here's why. See, some games don't give you enough shit to do. You skate through the damn franchise mode as if it was a single season. The only thing that separates it from a single season is the fact that you're not sent to the main menu after the season ends. When this happens, there's no incentive to keep playing and the game get real boring real fast. Now, other games give you loads of shit to do. Loads of bullshit. Endless, mundane, meaningless, tedious tasks that offer unwanted rewards and are in no way worth the trouble that you're put through. These games suck because you go through endless bullshit and at the end of the day you still get real fucking bored real fucking fast. NCAA was awesome at keeping that from happening. 12 to 14 games was the perfect season length, and due to the way college football is set up, every game mattered. And if you wanted to get to the national championship, you needed every win. Or if you like me and you picked the sorriest team on the game and you was just trying to build them up and maybe get ranked, you needed every game. And then, my favorite part, the recruiting. Dude, the recruiting was as exciting as the damn games. Every year, you set up your recruiting board, prioritize your guys, offer the guys that are number 1 on your list, try and get them insta commits, you know what I'm saying? Make promises to the guys that you want, but you not on their list, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm telling you. And here it is, dude. Every game mattered. Every time you lose, your chances to bring in recruits decreases. Please don't have players coming in to visit on the week that you lose. Oh, you done fucked up now. Like, you know you done fucked up, right? And dude, you was constantly losing players, so you had to be constantly signing players. If you didn't, in 2 to 3 seasons, your team was gonna be ass. Recruiting was important. It was essential. It was like a game inside the game. And then every year you had cats trying to leave early and shit. Some people trying to transfer. Some people trying to go to the draft. Some people just flat out graduate. And the better your coach was, like the better your coach prestige and the better your school prestige, the better your chances of talking those guys who were still eligible to come on back and play another year, man. The shit was fun. There was just enough shit to keep you busy, but it was all meaningful. And the season cycle, because they were that perfect length. You know what I'm saying? Now, Now that I'm done fanboying out, let's get to the real shit. There are rumors that the game may be making a comeback. EA and the NCAA are nearing the end of their long-ass legal litigation, and there's a small slither of hope for the series to return. Some speculate NCAA 17. I don't know about that soon, but here's what I do know. In order for us to get this incredibly fun series back, 3 things need to happen. Number 1, EA has to be willing to have their already healthy licensing fees raised. And I can break it down real quick in like 3 seconds for this one. Like, why the hell would they be going through this whole legal process if they didn't feel that at the end of this, they could still turn a profit? But because I like to be thorough, let me give you some quick numbers. Alright, now the current lawsuit will cause EA to pay former players whose likeness was featured in the game a total of $20 million. You like, damn, 20 mil? I'm like, 20 mil. But it really ain't that much to a company like EA, considering the fact that NCAA has been around since NCAA Football 98. With Danny Warfield on the damn cover. Yeah, I Wikipedia'd that shit. Ran from there through NCAA 14, from 98 to NCAA 14. That's 17 editions. That totals up to 20 mil. That's only like 1.2 mil per edition, assuming it breaks down evenly. Fuck that mean, Flem? It means, according to this logic, it would only cost them like an extra $1.2 million a year. Now, NCAA brings in an annual amount of over $80 million, son. Yeah, I looked that shit up too. 80 million minus 1.2 mil. 80 minus 1.2. So, I ain't no mathematician, but that's a lot of goddamn millions left over. You know what I'm saying? So only losing 1 mil out of 80 is still obviously very profitable for EA. Also, EA executive Joel Linzer, yeah, I got names, son. Joel Linzer said in court, and I quote, "This company has made a long, sustained effort to pay players." Again, he said in court under oath, and I quote, "This company, EA, has made a long, sustained effort to pay players." So, surprisingly, fucking surprisingly, dude, EA is not the problem. They're on board. Cool. Let's go ahead and go to number 2. Number 2 is the players have to agree to terms with EA on what a fair licensing fee is going forward. And I'm gonna be real, that's gonna be the easiest shit ever. You wasn't making nothing before, now you're gonna make something. Man, let's just roll. Now, there may be 1 or 2 guys who think they're worth more than whatever EA is offering. And to them I say, do you remember the old NBA Live games? Think back, the old NBA Live games, Chicago Bulls. Remember that bald head dude that played shooting guard? Last name Player, but attributes was a lot like Michael Jordan. There you go. If they don't want to get on board, just Player they ass, man, and let's keep it kicking. Number 3, the real problem, the NCAA. The NCAA has played this bullshit amateurism card every time they get backed into a corner. They claim that they're protecting their players from exploitation, but really, they don't give a fuck about exploitation. They only give a fuck about the same thing that every other large organization gives a fuck about, and that is the almighty dollar. I'm gonna quote Method Man real quick because it's fucking appropriate. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. See, the only way for this to work is for the NCAA to completely lift the amateurism rules and allow players to be paid. Give them their well-deserved cut. Problem is, that shit will spill over into every other aspect of the NCAA's finances. If the players get a cut here, should they get a cut of ticket sales? People coming to see them. What about merchandise? You know, the ones with they numbers and names and shit on the back. Like, it's so real, dude. Some schools only sell jerseys with the year on the back, right? So if it's 2015, they only sell number 15 jerseys. Like, they trying to keep that money. Like, they trying to make it to where them players ain't go never see a penny other than, you know, just their scholarship and shit. The NCAA is the one and only real problem that stand between us and NCAA 17, 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? They have to flat out lose in court because they're not going to give up their power of their assets their assets being the players, they're not going to give up the power of their assets without a fight. Players believe that they should be compensated because EA is using their likeness to sell games. And as much as I want the game back, I understand that shit, and they're right. EA understands that shit, and they know they're right. I mean, the NCAA is tripping hard. I mean, the schools make millions, the coaches make millions, but these guys can't see a cent because, and I quote, they're only amateurs. That's bullshit, man. College football is big business, and they're gonna have to lift these rules eventually. To recap real quick before I go into the last part, let me just recap real fast. All right, the NCAA won't allow EA to compensate players, and in a nutshell, that's why the game is gone. But here is why I think the game is eventually coming back. First off, Ed O'Bannon, former UCLA basketball star, won a case against the NCAA for basically the exact same fucking thing. In that case, the courts found the NCAA amateurism rules was a violation of federal law. The NCAA appealed and the courts upheld it. So basically, everybody knows that these amateurism rules are bullshit. We just have to go through this long ass legal process first. So once the NCAA finish losing in court, and then they will appeal, and like I know they're gonna fucking appeal, then we have to go through that. But at the end of the day, once they lose, they're gonna show their true colors and make another deal with EA, because for them, it's really about the money. And hey, EA pays them for all the licensing. EA also has to pay the players directly. This is really free money for the NCAA because they ain't gotta do shit. It's like getting paid to let somebody wear a shirt with your picture on it. I mean, all you gotta do is take the damn picture. You know what I'm saying? This will affect every other part of their revenue, but they may as well get this free guap. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not passing that up. And we already know that the NCAA likes this type of licensing. I mean, they just did it in NBA 2K16. They had 10 schools in there. So all that bullshit I said basically means that we're getting NCAA back, but it's gonna be a few more years. So I guess we'll just have to wait. Y'all agree with me or not? Y'all excited or don't care? Y'all want me to do an NCAA 14 series on this channel? Please let me know, because I want to do it. And if you fucks with the video, click the like button. If you fucks with me, FlemLo Raps, go ahead and subscribe then, son. Again, my name is FlemLo Raps 1. All in no matter what the dog said. Make your own bed. When your soul rests, you will be blessed. Having sweet dreams, never feeling no stress. FlemLo Raps.